This is the Outdoor Hockey Club New Year's Day Marathon. Featuring the sights, sounds, and stories around outdoor rinks everywhere.
I've always liked winter mornings early. I'm out there and there's northern lights going. It's just really pleasant and peaceful and it just feels really good.
You gotta look for ice along here.
Well, I've always been a morning person. I like getting up early in the morning and getting an early start to the day.
My grandsons would come over and come skating over here when they started playing hockey when they're like 4 and 5 years old, and they were complaining about the ice, how it sucked. This is where I load it.
I just started thinking, well, what can I do about it? For a long time I was getting up at 4 in the morning and putting the water on, but now with these covers I can put it on the night before.
These are just, before I did this, it was getting, the windows in the house were all getting iced up and stuff from condensation, right? Too much evaporation on the stove.
I knew I needed tin cans to put on the stove, so I worked at a company that I could get the empty cans from. It takes 12 buckets, so 2 at a time I climb the stairs. Having warm water or hot water is the key. It binds to the surface, existing surface of the ice. Binds better. If you use cold water, it'll shale off. The ice stands up a lot better when you use warm or hot water.
So I just have to do that 5 more times.
It was in Dawson City when I was a kid that I first saw it. They had a hot water tank there that they filled the barrel with and then would pull it around the rink on runners. Yeah, there were no ZAMBONI. It's getting it over there that's the hardest part. It's not smooth, it's through the bush behind my house, so it's kind of bumpy and put a lot of pressure on those tires and wheels with a 45-gallon drum full of water. I like that though, I like the workout. I just bought a cart from Canadian Tire and it's not built for the weight, so I had to modify the wheels. The bearings were just small little bearings that wouldn't stand up, so I had to knock those out, put real bearings in, and had to eventually get the hubs welded into the wheels because they wouldn't stand up either. So yeah, there's adjustments that were made over the years for sure.
This is the spreader bar and this drags along behind to spread the water. The water goes on here. Because if you don't have this and the water just goes onto the ice, it leaves grooves from the heat. Well, I just knew I wanted to use a barrel because that's what we used at the rink when I was a kid in Dawson City. So it works out that one barrel does this rink.
It was a pretty big learning curve because I had really no idea what I'd do, and I'd never made ice before. You've just seen it done. So yeah, learning about how clean you have to get the rink so there's not little lumps all over the place, and how the hotter the water, the less the lumps there were. I had to figure out the speed, how fast you could go. First I started going really fast, and that just created lumps. I used a towel at first because the water comes out onto the bar, and then I have a towel screwed to that bar that drags behind that the water lands on, and the towel spreads it. But the towel was fairly heavy, and it would like pick up snow off the ice and make little lumps. So I learned that if I use an old sheet, that worked better because of less weight and it was smoother. And then the hot water would just melt the snow instead of it gathering up into lumps.
How big is this rink?
I'm not sure what the dimensions are. 145-gallon drum.
One barrel will do the entire flood if I'm moving at the right speed. If I go too slow, I can't get the whole rink done. And if I go too fast, it gets lumpy. So yeah, it was just trial and error. Yeah, once I started doing it, more and more people were coming, and I saw how they enjoyed it, and all these little kids would see me and thank me for it, so it felt pretty good, and I just wanted to carry on making good ice for them. I don't know what the neighbors think sometimes. Mornings early, I'm out there and there's northern lights going. It's just really pleasant and peaceful, and it just feels really good.
It takes a beating.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for it?
No, I don't. No. Got a frozen wheel.
I just got more particular about the quality of the flood as time went on. I just get a great sense of satisfaction out of a nice, perfect sheet of ice, you know?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It feels smooth. Just become a way of life. Yeah, if I don't do the rink, I don't feel right. Yeah.
Right, game on!
Got your mitts, bud. Okay, you grab the wand, and I'll put the water on. We'll go hot. So come here and look at this. So half hot would be about that much. 3/4 is all the way to about there. Okay? And then we'll put some cold water on too. Okay, take the wand outside. Kenton, if you want to attach that to the hose. Here, give that to Kenton and let him attach it. I'll walk it. You keep it off the corner of the hose, okay? Okay. Just hold that. Go shut the door. Okay, Kenton. This was built by some kids in shop class in the high school, actually. And then the Mennonite ladies have a shop across from my wife's in town, and they built the terry cloth to match the size of it. And we're running probably 3/4 hot water because it's nice out tonight. But as it gets colder, we run a little bit colder water because we have so much water underneath here that the temperature difference will sometimes crack it. So we do 2 quick laps in the end here, and then we go full length after that. This is the 10th year we've done it. We started in 2013, and actually Ty, my youngest right there, this is where he started to skate. As we look back at the pictures, my wife had some pictures the other day, and we bring him out for 2 minutes and he'd be done, and then we bring him out for 5, and then we bring him out for 10, and then eventually he didn't want to come off the ice. So that was 2013, and all we had was just the small boards. As they got a little bit older, so he's 11 now, and the older kids could shoot a little bit higher, we had boards on the ends to build up. But then Kenton, just through COVID, bought all this netting, and that was a game changer for us too. Found a lot more pucks and a lot less neighbors unhappy with us. My neighbor across the street there has still managed to find the odd puck in his driveway, but it is what it is. He's good with it. So yeah, this is year 10, and we learn lots as we go. The boys have worked at it along with Kenton to teach them how to run the hose and keep it out of the feet, and you can see it freezes pretty quick out here, even though it's barely below 0. The size is actually based on farmer's silage tarp, and it's 100 feet by 40 feet. We put snowbanks down. Kenton this year brought a tractor in so we could get some snow out of the yards, and we put the tarp over the snowbanks, and then we use a hose out of this house and a hose out of Kenton's house, and put the water run for about 18 to 20 hours out here until it freezes. All right, okay, grab the hose. Watch your feet there, Ken. Right, I got the water. Is the water off? Okay. Hold the handle. Good. Pardon me? Okay, that's all right. Okay, take that back into the house, Ty. I'll wind that up there, Ken. Got her? Okay. This has been a game changer. Putting a hose away in 35 seconds as opposed to 20 minutes frozen, solid. Especially when it's 20 or 30 below out here when we do this. Okay, right there. All right. And we're done. So if it was a little colder, we'd probably consider flooding it, running it across again a second time, because it only takes, and then the second time goes a lot faster yet. So it only takes about, yeah, probably 7 or 8 minutes, Ty, eh? So yeah, we're done. Kids are skating in probably, I don't know, 10 minutes. They'll be ready to go. The ice will be ready and frozen. So I've seen better days.
Oh yeah, this is what mine looked like last year until I bought that other one.
And you see it froze up nice.
Yeah, it froze up nicely.
Love it. Wow. We just kind of been picking away. Kenton's the carpenter. He puts all the boards and everything up out there.
We tried wood boards at one time on the ends instead of netting, but as the kids got older and bigger and shooting better, they were putting them through the plywood, and
yeah.
so that didn't work very well. So we learned, okay, well let's get the netting now, right? And the netting's been really good. I mean, there's the odd hole in it, but large in part it's keeping the pucks in, and we're not destroying the neighborhood. Every year we get better at it.
Yes.
It's one of those things, well, this didn't work or that didn't work, and you make it better.
the depth of winter, when the days grow long and the weeks grind on, the ice becomes a sanctuary.
I've always liked winter. Mornings early, I'm out there and there's northern lights going. It's just really pleasant and peaceful and it just feels really good.
This is the Outdoor Hockey Club New Year's Day Marathon. Featuring the sights, sounds, and stories around outdoor rinks everywhere.
And then Caitlin, let's just go to that bench by the door there. You guys excited to get out for the first skate?
Yes.
All right, go test out the ice there, girls.
Okay.
This is the first skate of the year. We've been doing lots of flooding over the last little bit here. You know, the kids are excited to get out here for the skate. No, we're gonna have, looks like a full extra month of outdoor hockey this year, so it's gonna be a good year. How is it?
So good. Ready?
I've been helping out with this rink for this is my 11th winter, so we've been at the outdoor rink for many, many years with our family.
Ready, Casey? Take it. It's just fun. You get to play so many games with all your friends and stuff like that, and you can just do whatever you want. Fool around and like get like more skills, like dangle with it more instead of like passing and stuff. Casey, I'm excited to get the rink open as soon as possible.
It's great family time. You come out and just mess around. We try not to do anything serious out here. Just go and play and practice. We're not coming out to coach them out here. It's just go and have fun. It's a place to have fun. They get lots of practice with their regular hockey. So here we try to make it a place of fun and a place to work though, that we could all use it. So they know what comes with it. It's usually we gotta scrape it or shovel it before we get started, but they're usually all for it. Ready to go home?
Yeah, like look at the big dam out there. It's got a fair amount of water.
Yeah. How to make a dam rink. Episode 1. Finding the dam spot. Brought to you by Chili Ones.
This trail's been getting some traffic.
I did a few laps today.
Yeah. So we were here last winter and we just walked down to the beaver dam here in the bottom of the valley. So we made some plans last year to check it out and see if it was possible to build an outdoor rink. So we're back a year later and we'll head down there and see what it looks like. I mean, from here it doesn't look terrible, but you can't really tell. We're right in the middle of hunting season now too, so that's why we're wearing the high vis, just in case someone mistakes us for a buck or something else.
Yeah, we're not trying to sneak into a festival.
Yeah. That's in the next video.
How I snuck into the Super Bowl.
Yeah. There's actually not that many trees. Like,
That's a pretty good area.
Like there'd maybe be a couple we want to get rid of.
Yeah.
But
It looks super wide right now on the GoPro. So, using your best estimate, like what kind of area are we looking at there, like size-wise?
Yeah, that's at least 100 to 150 feet wide from our perspective to the other bank.
From that end all the way to like in there, that's easily 200 feet.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
the
I was thinking it's like 300 into those
Yeah.
cattails there.
You're looking at like a good sized 3-on-3 rink right there.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out. Pretty solid.
Yeah, it feels solid. Even right there, you can tell it's not very thick, but it's solid. I would say it's unusual to see it frozen like this early on.
It's November 12th today.
It sounds thinner here, but still safe. So yeah, maybe we could just like cut that stuff off.
You just stick handle around it.
Yeah, could do that too. Like all those things, too bad we didn't get here in the fall and drag those out.
Yeah.
Because it would have been cool to have a goal down here and then one over there. This is by far our best area.
You could also go on an angle here.
Because you could have a goal there. And
oh, that's a good size right there.
Yeah, just clean up that shit.
This is cool.
Wow, this is frozen, dude.
Yeah. I should have brought my skates.
Yeah, I should. Because in a shovel, we could have just shoveled this off and you'd be skating.
So this is pretty bumpy.
But what we'll do is we'll get an ice auger and we'll drill a hole. At the very least, we can flood it with cold water.
Yeah.
But best case scenario would be if we build a fire somewhere and we heat it up first. Here, I wouldn't doubt if it gets thinner. But still.
So this is the dam right here.
Yeah. Like, there we go.
Oh yeah.
So it's that deep right there.
How deep?
Oh, it starts getting mud right there, but.
Oh, that's pretty thick.
Yeah. There must be like a bubble here or something. Or like water movement.
Like that's about 2.5 inches thick. Right there.
Okay, look at this.
Oh yeah.
Someone else walked through here not long ago.
Someone had the same idea. But like this right here, like that's a pretty good sized rink.
This is incredible. You could almost just put a net there and a net here and call it a day.
Yeah.
You know, and just shovel all the snow to each side. Make this line kind of like
the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at the same time, you don't want to make it too big, because then that's a lot of shoveling.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is like really smooth underneath here.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't expect this.
You got built-in bleachers.
Yeah. We got some trees to hang a couple lights on.
Yeah, like that's a big area. Like stay right there. So this is like 1 meter, 2. $25 meters-ish.
Yeah, 75, 80 feet.
Yeah.
Especially if you had the goal back in here. Yeah, I would just take out a few of these sticks. Maybe a couple of those over here. Otherwise, I think it's fine. Maybe a couple benches. We're gonna get a fire pit going, of course. We'll need a couple lights. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not much beyond that.
Yeah.
A couple sticks and some pucks.
Pretty sick.
I'll be goalie.
When it comes time to like doing a flood or whatever.
Yeah.
Like using just in a, like, you know, plans can change and that sort of thing. But if you had to do it right now, what do you think? Like what would you do?
I would shovel all this to the side, of course. We got to get rid of this top layer.
Yeah.
And then we have to drill a hole somewhere and drop a pump in there. some sort of electric utility pump and then just flood it. I know everyone likes to use hot water, but we'll just have to use what we have for now.
Yeah.
And then
I've seen it work with cold.
And maybe at the end we'll put some hot on top after.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know, but
obviously there's nowhere around for electricity.
Yeah. Well, we'll bring a little generator, and then it's just a sump pump. I would use it all the time with building towers and foundations and things like that. So
yeah.
Throw it in the hole, you give it power, and it'll just pump water out down a hose. So maybe somewhere over here where it's deeper, we'll drill a hole, and yeah, we should have no problem getting water. I mean, we got lots of water here.
Yeah. And you know, we're basically just using what Mother Nature created.
Yeah.
And we're just helping turn it into a hockey rink.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe like over here, we could throw up a couple pieces of plywood behind the net if we want, just to stop a puck or something.
Yeah. There will be snow.
Yeah.
So, you know, there will be snowbanks.
Yeah, and hopefully we just don't get like 2 feet of snow right away, because I mean, I suppose if we do get a bunch of snow, we're just gonna have to snow blow it all off before we start.
Yeah.
Like I could get a snow
clear
blower
as
down
much
here.
off as possible.
Yeah.
But like right now, like that is decent ice.
Yeah. Yeah, if we didn't have this, I wouldn't doubt you'd be skating for sure.
This is crazy. What do you think?
I like it. It looks better than I thought. Other than a few touch-ups, like I think we'll stay away from that area. And I originally was thinking one goal there and one over there, but we'll do it this way.
Yeah. You got a built-in light stand right here?
Yeah,
Like,
I know, exactly. I just don't know if I want to lean a ladder against it.
thanks, beavers.
Yeah. I can't even tell if there's any like living in here actually. You can tell on that dam down there, they got like a huge lodge in the middle.
Oh yeah. I marked it.
Nice.
On the next episode of How to Make a Dam Rink.
That's there.
Oh, there you go. You know, I skated on the ice at the Winnipeg Arena. This is better than that.
Yeah.
Chili one?
I'll take a chili one.
November 12th.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we're up onto the upper deck here.
November 12th, 1955.
That's the day I came up with the idea to make an outdoor hockey rink.
Yeah.
You see so many tracks, hey? The foxes and coyotes.
How thick is that ice?
Bottom is only this far down. The ice is just over 4 inches, maybe 10 centimeters. It's going to be an interesting start to the winter because the rain, the heavy rain that we got in November, means the river's higher than it usually would be when it freezes. That means the river's going to go down and the ice is frozen to the banks. And so it'll drop down in the middle and crack and water will come up, which won't make a difference on this rink, but the rest of the river will suddenly have open water on it, no matter what the temperature is based on the water level changing. You can feel the warmth of the sun already today, so. Where you see the water coming into the hose, and away we go. And I think this is going to be a really long process. The waterproof gloves, especially if you have hoses that leak this bad, the waterproof gloves are necessary. This first flood isn't going to look like anything. and you will look at it in a couple hours and think, oh man, I have a lot of work left to do this winter. But it all starts somewhere, and you just need a bit of patience for an outdoor rink without boards, without a pool liner, and in a natural setting like this. It's river water only because the river's right here, and it's better to just utilize what we have instead of all the extra resources of using city water and flooding this. And you know, electric pumps, that's the big piece of it as well. Everything's electrified, so we don't have to fire up any engines, burn any fossil fuels. It's a different experience skating out in a rink without boards and just looking around and seeing the nature. Because, oh, maybe they got up and left. There were 3 deer sleeping in the forest right there. The fresh air and the cool, and knowing that this isn't an experience that everybody gets. Like this is part of the special experience that folks should have. Being outside on a lake or a river or an outdoor rink in the forest, that's an experience that people should embrace. Playing outside is something you should learn to find joy in.
Every year, right after Christmas, we get as many of the guys that we grew up with, and we come out here and we do a outdoor tourney. And I build this rink with pretty much all reused materials.
Oh, got to the dirt on that one.
From the boards we use for our landscape company in the summer, and the chain link has come from taking down fences. And same thing with all the posts, and I put a rink up. When I was a kid, the parents before me would set up these tournaments and they did it, and it was just something we absolutely loved. And I love to have everyone out here, to get everyone together. There's nothing better.
Game on.
Like anyone, I think, who's done a rink, who can relate, it becomes an obsession. But obviously the passion for hockey and the passion for outdoor ice is what drives you to want to make it and enjoy it. And then next thing you know, you look around and you got 40 of your closest friends and the community out here for the day and they're having a great time. So this was one of the worst years for the ice condition. You know, we never, here in Winnipeg, Manitoba on December 27th, we never get +2 here, and it's +2, but I mean, we may do. This is what outdoor rinks are, you know? You're not gonna have the perfect conditions. When you solve something one year, you have another problem the next year. Last year, we struggled it was so cold that we struggled to stay warm. So this year, my main thing was I'm gonna get some really good dry wood, and then you can see it's so warm I didn't even burn any wood. So you know, we put our time into making sure we're gonna have good fires, and we didn't need it. And turns out it ended up we needed better ice, but you can't, that's the things you can't control. You just can't control, so you just live with it and you work with it, and at the end of the day we still had a great time.
Oh, you know that trick. Okay, I got a bunch. Good game. Couldn't have gone to a bunch of better games. Honestly, we had the best GM.
Manitobans, like, our winters are long and tough and hard, and whether you like it or not, you're gonna fight it. So you might as well be outside here or there and enjoy it.
Dad, we should do a little 1v1.
Yeah, last year and this year was probably Cole's first time. Like last year he started skating more and more just by himself. We tie his skates. And now lots of times he'll just come out. He'll tie his skates himself, come outside, go for a skate. I know the first couple years we had the rink, he always wanted somebody out here with him playing pass or shooting or playing 1v1.
All I really do is like shoot around and see if how high I can shoot, if I can get like top shelf, bar down. If I'm here, I'll be like by myself. Sometimes my brother will come out.
Is this your line mate here or what?
This one?
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll come outside.
Who's this?
Carter,
Carter.
my little bro.
Are you guys gonna pass back and forth?
Carter, you wanna pass a puck?
Let's see.
Go get a puck. Carter, pass the puck. And then sometimes he'll go in the net. Carter, go in the net. Ready?
Oh, hella buck.
I'm glad I built it. I think actually this year is probably one of the best years so far for the maintenance part of the rink. I haven't had to flood as much, like a shovel, and it's pretty good. But even this year with a couple of the windy days, if the rink is shoveled, I find that the wind kind of smooths it out and it turns into being a pretty nice skating ice surface.
In the depth of winter, when the days grow long and the weeks grind on, the ice becomes a sanctuary.
I've always liked winter mornings early. I'm out there and there's northern lights going. It's just really pleasant and peaceful, and it just feels really good.
This is the Outdoor Hockey Club New Year's Day Marathon. Featuring the sights, sounds, and stories around outdoor rinks everywhere.
there's not much for history from making the rink right here. This is only our second time doing a rink here. The first year was great. We were going to try and see how good we can make it with not spending a ton of money, and then see how much use we get. And depending on how much use we're going to get, depends on how many improvements we're going to keep making, and kind of see the reaction to our employees and some of the community people, and just keep making improvements year to year. So we built these pegs just to have something solid to screw into. And these boards are just going to be the form for the liner. So they don't have to look super pretty, but we do make sure they're basically level within an inch or so. That way all the water doesn't flood to one side. But these pegs, good thing the ground's not too frozen. Seems like there's like a inch or two of some frost. And then after that it goes through nicely. So basically just making sure it's straight here, and then I can fasten these corners, and this side will be done once I screw it on. I think the best part about the process is the reward in the end. If you know something good's coming out of it, it makes the work a lot more fun. But I don't mind this kind of work anyway, so. And on a day like this, it's super warm. Don't even have to wear gloves. It's very enjoyable just being outside on a day like this. I think we're a little bit later than last year as far as the setup goes, but it's been such a warm fall, it's been lasting so long that we've just been doing a lot of farm work before it freezes, and we're only getting to it now, but this mild weather is perfect for flooding, so it should be good. We get to use some farming experience, like let's say we're doing a cement pad or something for putting a grain bin on. We've built lots of forms, hammering stakes in, different type of work that doesn't really relate to hockey until you want to build a rink. For building this rink, we were basically waiting till the weather got too cold to be working outside on a bunch of different farm projects that we had to do. Usually at the end of a year, we kind of have like certain things that we want to fix before the ground freezes. And the weather just stayed super nice, so now we could probably keep going, but we're kind of running out of dirt projects to do. So now we can get started on the rink. The ice looks really good. It looks as good as it ever has, so pretty happy with it right now. I mean, we actually ran a hose from one of our potato storages, I'm not sure how many 100 feet away, 300 feet away maybe, and ran it all the way to here to do our first flood, so it was all in one shot instead of doing it in truckloads. And then once we had that base, once we knew that was all frozen, then we used the fire truck and did some big hose floods here. And I think we got a really solid base, better than we did last year. So, although we have seen some cracks show up, they're like, you can't really see them right now because we did some extra flooding here before today. But when it got super cold, like -30, the ice kind of contracted and it made some pretty decent cracks. But I think we got them filled in pretty good.
got everything. Hey. My red net.
This sweater's broken.
Already?
Playing outdoor hockey there's something about it, like when you have to get out here and there wasn't like some really nice Zamboni making the ice nice for you. You gotta get out here and make slush to fill the cracks, and you gotta shovel the snow off. It just kind of is more gratifying when you get to enjoy that because you put in the work. Just being out in the elements, like there's nothing better than playing a game of hockey when the sun actually feels a little bit warm on you, but it's still nice and cold outside and the ice is nice. And when you're out here all by yourself, I've been out here a couple times last year before work, just early in the morning, like 6 in the morning. That sound of your skates cutting through the ice when you're all by yourself, there's nothing better than that. There we go. Watch out, Sarah! Now it's really skate. Is that fun? Well, it's me and my family, so I got my 2 sons skating right now, and the one is just learning to skate. And then my brother and his 2 kids are skating. And then my cousin Andrew is also a business partner at the farm here. He's got a handful of kids here too. We'll often just text each other if one family or another is going to the rink, and then we'll just kind of meet up if we can. And it's always kind of whoever can make it type of deal, and it always ends up being pretty fun. So, but yeah, this is the exact reason to just have the kids, give them a place to skate, a place to just hang out with their friends. They're not all on the same team in like minor or rec hockey in town, so this gives them a chance to play together. All these kids skating right now are all cousins, so it's kind of a good family-oriented rink going on right now.
Go for it.
We started making rinks at our own place, yeah, when our kids were 5, 6 years old. Just get them out there and get them skating, and there's just something special about being together as a family, and even more special because we all love this type of activity, and just to see the kind of the joy in the young kids as they kind of develop their own hockey skills and playing as a team. Yeah, pretty special.
We decided that when we were flooding, we wanted to use hot water just to help melt the snow and hopefully get a better ice surface. We find that if we can use really hot water and have the drag, the water landing right on the drag as it, where the drag touches the ice, that melts the snow the fastest and creates a smooth ice surface. So this tractor was a retirement gift to my grandpa when he retired about 20 years ago. And so now he's since passed away, but the farm got the tractor back and we use it to flood the ice. And it's a nice way to remember grandpa and all that he did to build this farm.
You can stick ice in the middle of nowhere here, kind of, and obviously it's a lot of work to build and maintain, but even that exercise, I think, is such value in just coming together as our family is just getting this ice rink going and keeping it clean and flooded, and yeah, just a great place to hang out.
All right, guys. Ready to rock? Let's go. Yeah, Mike. No!
Oh, barn out.
Crossbar, here we go. My bad. Hey. Oh, let's go. Nice movement, nice movement. Oh, no. Oh, the no shot. Nice sauce.
It is pretty heartwarming just to see, first of all, just the rural culture and just how much meaning there can be in just getting together as families, in this case our own family and families of our farming operation, just going out there and just playing hockey and skating.
Yeah, like look at the big dam out there.
How to make a dam rink. We're basically just using what Mother Nature created.
Yeah.
And we're just helping turn it into a hockey rink.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. I would say it's unusual to see it frozen like this early on.
That is decent ice. Thanks, Beavers. That's there. You know, I skated on the ice at the Winnipeg Arena. This is better than that.
Yeah. This thing doesn't like to start when it's cold.
You learn more from your mistakes, and whatever the rest is. There we go.
Oh, dude, this will be awesome.
Oh, look how smooth it is already.
Yeah, dude. This is awesome. Oh, I'm getting sprayed over here.
Yeah. Oh, it's all bumpy there, eh?
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Oh, my chili one is a chili slushy. Brought to you by Chili Ones. This is the Outdoor Hockey Club New Year's Day Marathon. Featuring the sights, sounds, and stories around outdoor rinks everywhere.
Well, we got the snow removal crew. We call it the flood prep. So we have a little few more than usual, but it's nice to have all the help. So most of we hire the kids, but all the adults are just volunteers. So we'll get it off as much snow as we can to make the ice much smoother. You know, those kids that work for us, they use the rink also, so they love good ice. They know that if we can clean the edges and get that snow off, they're going to be, the ice is going to be in good shape, and it's going to be, the quicker we get it off, the more they're going to be able to use it. You know, Kevin, we met at the rink. He come and helped me out. I was out snowblowing a heavy snowfall, and he just pulled up and said, "Hey man, do you need a hand?" And I said, "Yeah, it would be awesome to have a hand." And you know, ever since we've been kind of the team here that works together. But he's a workhorse, very dedicated to this rink. I've never seen him actually skate on it. He just he likes to do it for the community, and he takes good pride in his ice, and it shows.
This map might be a little froze.
We'll usually do 3-4 passes and make an evening of it, and away we go.
I noticed this year versus previous years, we've had not really a lot of pockets. Like it's a very solid slab all around, it seems to be.
It's a full winter job, and you do it for nothing. We're very dedicated to it. It's always up and running. We always want it in the best shape it can possibly be. We want it to look nice with the lines, just add a few little things here and there. And this become our little project that we like, and we like to involve the kids, and I'm sure we'll look back at this rink and just have the greatest memories here for sure.
What do you think?
Very good job.
Yeah.
Very good job.
packed the snow last night, and tonight's the first flood. And first of many. Every year's a few different floods or a few different numbers. There's no set science to it. Hey, my dog loves this. Some years I use a liner. This year decided with the snow, no liner. Takes a little longer, but I find it's more satisfying and creates a better bond with the ground so it doesn't shift as much. But this is the first flood of probably 30 before we're skatable, maybe more. First couple of floods have to be really, really thin and steady to seal up. And number one thing in this whole process, patience, patience, patience. Like with my dog, patience. 25 years now doing this, I've learned the hard way. You can't rush it. Oh, you really got it bad tonight, don't you? Oh, Java, come here. You're gonna tire yourself out? You're gonna sleep good tonight too, eh? You probably can't go 5 miles in western Manitoba, and I don't know what it is like in the rest of the province, without finding either a community rink that's outdoor or someone's backyard rink. To me, no matter where a person's hockey or ice journey takes them, this is still where everybody ends back up at. Everyone's the same here, it sticks in the middle. There's no barrier to playing outdoor hockey. I've said for years that you can have sleep, you can have be warm and comfortable, or you can have a rink. You can't have both. And it's a labor of love, and I mean, for me, I love the essence of the game. This is the DNA of hockey. We can dress it up, we can put it under a roof, but there's nothing like being outdoors and hearing the crunch of natural ice under your skates, hearing a puck off the crossbar, just hearing laughter. There we go. That's flood number 1 done.
We decided that when we were flooding, we wanted to use hot water just to help melt the snow and hopefully get a better ice surface. We find that if we can use really hot water and have the drag, the water landing right on the drag as it, where the drag touches the ice, that melts the snow the fastest and creates a smooth ice surface. We have some guys that are skilled fabricators, and they built this 3-point hitch attachment. And we took an old tote and then used some tile cloth that you would wrap around weeping tile as a drag. So this tractor was a retirement gift to my grandpa when he retired about 20 years ago. And so now he's since passed away, but the farm got the tractor back and we use it to flood the ice. And it's a nice way to remember Grandpa and all that he did to build this farm.
Yeah, there's been some beautiful nights out here. It's really a magical opportunity to be out here with the moon and the trees, and the snow makes everything brighter under the moonlight. Rules for us playing one-on-one, which there's a lot of games. You have to get it through the other player's legs. You got to 5-hole the player before you're allowed to shoot it into their net. You have to retain possession of the puck, or at least they aren't allowed to get possession of the puck. Otherwise, you have to put it through their legs again before you're allowed to score. And then once you've scored, you have to go back over the red line and wait on your side until they bring the puck over the red line. And we're both competitive, so we pay attention to those things. For a while there, I had the longer reach, and he's getting taller. I mean, I'm still better, but...
It's gone. Come on.
Oh, I can see the mark.
The outdoor hockey with family and friends, those are building stories that you're going to talk about in summer, or you're going to, experiences you'll have with your family for years and years to come. And that just doesn't happen indoors. That's the kind of thing that happens on an outdoor rink.
Nice, nice. This is a good winter. Yeah, I'm really hoping that it can stretch into March and we can have some really nice days before the river comes up and I lose the rinks. So it's been a really nice year to have as much set up as I have so far.
Love it. Froze up nice. You know, even though it's only 0 out here, it looks great. We've just kind of been picking away. Kenton's the carpenter. He puts all the boards and everything up out there. But so the first couple years, he took water from the Goose Lake and brought like 2,000.
Used our sprayer truck,
2,000 gallon truck.
Hauled it in, but that was way too much labor.
Yeah, but we put in, I think, what, 12,000 gallons of water,
Yeah.
But then it didn't freeze great because it was too much water at one time. So then about year 3, I think, we started to use the garden hoses, and then that seemed to almost freeze in layers. Well, I guess it'd be top to down, and that seemed to be our best.
Every year we get better at it.
Yes.
It's one of those things, oh, this didn't work or that didn't work, and you make it better.
I grew up here. I grew up in this house, and
my dad coached, and now I'm kind of doing the same thing with my own boys. And I think what's special about it is when you're in a small community, you want to bring as many people together as you can, and this does it. The yard does it. All the older kids go over there. All the younger kids go to the other end so we know how many we got. Ty, Jacob, Griffin, guys go over there. Lucas, I want to see how many you got. Okay, you got 3 on 3. You're playing for 1 goal. 1 goal, and then you switch off with the older ones. You guys are 3 on 3. Perfect. We got awesome. We just have the perfect weather for this, to be honest with you. Winters are long. They're really, really long, and this makes the winter fly by. Like these kids are on the ice probably 6 days a week. They're on the ice, and for the love of the game. For these kids, it starts here. They learn work ethic, they learn discipline, they learn what it's like to compete. When it comes down to the end of the day, sports is extremely important, and it's the lessons learned.
We got the U11 female Brandon Stingers. We got their siblings, we got their parents. As you can see, there's quite a few players, so tough stick handling, but we're having lots of fun, just messing around, having a great time with family and friends, and I love seeing it, and it's great to have it right here at our own community center here.
Oh, nice save! It's really fun. With all my team here and some of our siblings and dads, it's really fun.
It's fun going outside no matter if it's cold, and I just always want to play hockey. I never want to stop, no matter what.
As you can see, they're out here having fun. This is what it's all about. They love hockey. You know, you have a first chance of a break after provincials, and what do? We come out and play hockey out here. So shows that they love it. But we are approaching the end. The sun gets hot. and it goes quick. Once it starts melting, it'll go quick here.
Kind of like sad because it's really fun to like be on the rink and stuff, but at least we have next year again, so yeah.
In the depth of winter, when the days grow long and the weeks grind on, the ice becomes a sanctuary.
I've always liked winter mornings early. I'm out there and there's northern lights going. It's just really pleasant and peaceful and it just feels really good.
This is the Outdoor Hockey Club New Year's Day Marathon. Featuring the sights, sounds, and stories around outdoor rinks everywhere.
Just off the number 6 highway, roughly 20 kilometers outside Winnipeg, is the small town of Grosse. Tucked in the trees is an outdoor rink that's been a focal point in the community for decades. Grosse is also the home of former NHLer Chuck Lefley. The two-time Stanley Cup winner grew up on this rink. And with his brother Glenn, they share fond memories here.
When I went to school here like 65 years ago, this rink was here. That was our entertainment, our exercise. We had no gym at the school. And when winter came, we would skate as many days as they would let us skate. Our teachers, actually, they started a little house league with the students, like the grade 3s against the grade 4s, and that was all. We had an hour and a half noon hour at that time at the school system. So yeah, usually did a hockey game in at noontime.
The history of this rink has been well documented over the years. And to Chuck, one thing has always remained the same.
This place is a place where you come and you try your stuff. Every kid's got an imagination. They all watch TV and they see things, and this is where they can come and they're allowed to try it.
It's a place where a kid can be a kid. We'll be back in Grosse for more later this season.
Playing hockey on an outdoor rink like this, it makes me think of hockey in the most pure form. Like, this is how this started. It's with outdoor rinks, outdoor experiences like this. This is how hockey started. It's that pure raw form of the sport. That's what I love about it, because it just kind of takes you back to the roots of it, it feels like. That's why I like it. It's a time to meditate, to be alone with yourself, to enjoy this moment. And especially coming here by myself right now, I'm able to focus on myself. I'm able to just enjoy the moment, enjoy the nice weather, enjoy the sport that I love, that I've been playing for 30 years now, and enjoy it in the city that I love. And it's a really good feeling. Now just kind of skating around for fun. It's I just try and go with the flow, really. I think I just kind of follow my heart here and do whatever I want to do, especially when there's no one out here like this. when am I done? I'm done when, you know, maybe my legs are a little tired, or on a cold day like last week where I came out here and it was minus 40. I come out here, I stop when I can't feel my face. But on a night like this, I can feel like I can skate for hours and try different things and take a break and enjoy the quiet, enjoy the little bit of peace, and go out there again to go for another rip. And you'll kind of feel it, and you're like, you know what? That was good. That was a good session right there.
Our kids use the rink probably the most when the weather is the worst. If school is canceled or whatever, it's, you know, practice is canceled, can't get to town to go to the rink, they're out here skating and making use of it. But yeah, it saves a lot of shoveling, there's no doubt about that. When we moved our cows to calving on grass, we just kind of decided we had young kids and decided we could get lots of use out of it. And the first year we had it, when the kids took a shot off the boards, there was cow crap falling on the ice, and it was pretty rough down in this corner. The ice was about 1.5 feet thick to try and get it level. Just kept on doing little things and over the years and kind of making it what it is today. You can see it's already starting to freeze up there. They're supposed to come over and shoot pucks and make use of it. I don't mind putting in the work as long as they're interested in coming over and using it. Yeah, the kids all have kind of a stall that they don't, there's only one has their equipment in here right now because they can keep it at the rink now, but bring it home and dry it out and have it nice and ready to go for their next practice or game or whatever. And yeah, we've kind of just, anybody who had a old couch or whatever, we've just kind of made a seating area in here to come in and warm up. A lot of times what the kids don't get anymore is kind of the shinny and the chance to come out and be creative and do things on their own time. So they've got all the time in the world, and I think that's the most rewarding thing, I guess, is watching those kids be able to just go out and have fun.
You can see, and today's a perfect day because it's mild and the sun's got some intensity. You can actually see that it's wet along the boards right now. And that's because the boards are retaining the heat of the sun or reflecting the sun. And so it creates softness in the ice there. And that's what we battle in the spring with. We just learn as we go. You do some YouTube things and try and figure it out, but I really think we've got it as good as we possibly could. We have it figured. We can fix cracks, we can get it pretty smooth. You know, after 10 years, we've got it pretty much mastered for what we need it. Kenton, if you can hold that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give her.
This was built by some kids in the shop class in the high school, actually. And then the Mennonite ladies have a shop across from my wife's in town, and they built the terry cloth to match the size of it. Okay, Kenny, in front of the water. Oh, there we go.
Put the boots on?
There we go. I don't mind the snow buildup along the boards a little bit, just because, like I said, they heat up. So if you have a little bit of snow there, then at least melts into water. So the issue with doing it in the middle of the afternoon like this is you can see this, it's a little bit heavier. You kind of got to go, you got to go a little slower and try and lead the water, get the water to lead in front. What do you think, Ty? Probably got to go another 2 now, I think, eh? Okay. It's actually amazing. As soon as that calendar turns over Christmas Day, you can already tell the intensity of the sun starts to get hotter day by day. And so these leaves and stuff will start to be problematic probably by the end of January. Even though it gets colder, the sun still has the intensity to it. You go shut the water off, please. Okay, I'll unhook here. You want to unhook there, Kenton? That's the full scrape, sweep, flood. So what did that take? 40 minutes. For the most part, I think we've got it figured out, and we do the best we can. I think the longest season we had was 110 days, and I think my boys skated 100 of the 110 days that year, which is pretty incredible. And who knows, we'll keep it going as long as we can. My youngest is in grade 6, so we're at least got 6 more years in us for sure. And then after that, we'll see. It's the best thing in the world, and every bit worth it.
Yeah, like look at the big dam out there.
How to make a dam rink. We're basically just using what Mother Nature created.
Yeah.
And we're just helping turn it into a hockey rink.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. I would say it's unusual to see it frozen like this early on.
That is decent ice. Thanks, Beavers. That's there. You know, I skated on the ice at the Winnipeg Arena. This is better than that.
This thing doesn't like to start when it's cold.
You learn more from your mistakes, and whatever the rest is. There we go.
Oh, dude, this will be awesome.
Oh, look how smooth it is already.
Yeah, dude. This is not, oh, I'm getting sprayed over here.
Yeah. Oh, it's all bumpy there, eh?
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Oh, my chili one is a chili slushy. Brought to you by Chili Ones. This is the Outdoor Hockey Club New Year's Day Marathon. Featuring the sights, sounds, and stories around outdoor rinks everywhere.
Well, I usually try to get here about 6:30, 6:45, and I come in and check for pucks, make sure there's no pucks on the ice, and pick up what is on the ice, take the nets off, and I will go back over and get the Zamboni, come back over and do the flooding. Well, we started this rink in 2002, so I guess I've been probably the main caretaker since then. I did a rough calculation. We figure it takes about 150 hours, 200 hours a winter, starting it up and then flood, maintaining it every day. So pretty well every night this rink's got 10 or 15 people on it. So, and it's all ages, right from kids learning how to skate to adults that are retired and they come in the mornings and go for a skate. It's a very busy spot. Even when it's minus 30 out, it's not very often you don't see somebody out here skating. So it gets used a lot. When I was little, my mother used to go out in the evenings and flood a rink for me, and she spent a lot of hours out there doing that. And I guess that's kind of where I felt I should give back. I really didn't have any experience with it. I was on the committee when we decided that we should build this outdoor rink, so I just kind of got involved that way and just kind of took over the caretaking of it. I've got 3 or 4 guides that help out running the Zamboni and help doing the caretaking, so it's pretty good. Works pretty good.
Moosomin's a hockey town and always has been. I think the year was 1882, so Moosomin's on the CP tracks, which was the main way for travel back then. And they had an English fella that moved here. His name was Rossiter, his last name was Rossiter. and he ran the Grosvenor Hotel, and he would have other Englishmen come over. He had the idea to turn a slough that was outside the Grosvenor Hotel in 1882 into an outdoor skating rink. So he wouldn't have had the boards, but he flooded it. He did all that and had it all trained up. It grew to the point where we would later become the first 2 indoor rinks in all of Western Canada. I'm the rec director in town. I've been here almost 35 years now, but I have been involved in hockey since I was that high. But I mean, I grew up where I grew up. It was no different. We actually skated on a pond, and so outdoor skating for me has always been. That's what makes you feel like a kid. There's no one telling you to do circles, and there's no one telling you to pass the puck. It's just go out and get a puck and shoot it and play. So. It's important. Outdoor hockey is fantastic for the kids' development as well. It makes them strong skaters. Kids learn to skate and they learn to shoot, and they're not worried about where they're supposed to stand or where they're supposed to go or where they're supposed to be watching, or they're not worried about the score. It's funny, you can play outdoor hockey for 4 hours and it's always last goal wins. So you can, it doesn't matter, what the score is. And you see fantastic kid skaters that, grew up on outdoor rinks. The ice isn't obviously quite as pristine, so it takes a little bit of effort to skate. You shoot 1 million pucks in a day. So yeah, it develops players. It's about being a kid, right? So there's no, like I said, there's no score. There's no, at the end, no one knows who won or lost. It's last goal and go in and come back the next day.
You can kind of just push it if you want. Gets a little windy around the far corner.
My name is Hadley, and that's my dad. And we like skating together, and it's a fun opportunity for me and my dad, and it gives us the time to have fun together, and we teach each other something new every day, and it gives us the opportunity for freedom, because it means a lot to me and my dad skating, and we love skating together. And we love skating for fun because you aren't skating to win. Always you're skating to have fun. And when you have fun, that's all that matters.
So the outdoor rink that we have is very important to the community. Any kids that even maybe aren't involved in minor hockey on a full-time basis can come out and play. Like my daughter, you could ask her pretty much any time of the day and she'd love to come here and skate. Not even just the rink, but I mean, they've got this skating hole you see lots of kids out here. Kids, parents, figure skaters. It's great.
I like playing hockey. It gives me the opportunity, and I'm never tired because the air that surrounds me never lets me go tired, because the air that we breathe in keeps us breathing, and it gives us our energy we need. It's always going to be fun no matter how long.
This will be my 21st winter. No 2 years are the same. It depends in the fall how cold out it is or how much snow we have. Ideally, if we can have a couple inches of snow when I first start flooding, that freezes up and gives you a bit of a base. You just got to play with whatever Mother Nature gives you.
Why do you do it?
I just enjoy being out here and helping out. Just gives me some fresh air in the mornings, and it gets a little tricky if we get snow overnight, because then you can't find the pucks. So hopefully they pick the pucks and stuff up when they leave at night. You know, sometimes I have to do a reality check and say, geez, this is an outdoor rink. It's not, it's not supposed to be perfect. So, but for the most part, it goes pretty good. Seeing all the kids out enjoying it, and even the adults that come, it gives them a place to get some exercise. And I just think the fresh air is good for everybody, and getting out and enjoying yourself and getting some exercise. So yeah, it's pretty good memories.
The biggest tip that I could give anybody about making ice is metal shovels, because we don't have a Zamboni. Your little plastic shovel with the little metal strip on it isn't going to do it. Every time you remove snow with your metal shovel, you're smoothing down those little grooves from the skates or imperfections in your flood. We don't use any fossil fuels on this rink. We have an electric snowblower that I run through 250 feet of cord 12 gauge cord and a 20 amp breaker so that I can run it out to the corners of my rink. And we use an electric water pump. And you know, we don't try not to buy any plastics either. We're doing what we can to keep this rink responsible. But yeah, it was definitely an entry point to talk to people about how things are changing and how we need to adjust. This can be like a time-consuming process to do this hole. Come out and do this crack all the time, because this is the biggest one, but there's a couple little cracks that sometimes need to be fixed as well. So far this year, I haven't been out fixing this crack very much because I have the other rink. The river level is changing, so the water flowing, there's less water flowing than in the start of winter, and we'll see that the ice level froze here, and then as the less water flows through, then the ice dips. So that flex creates cracks, and that also creates water flowing onto the ice because the ice level has went down. But here where the snow is off the rink, the ice gets thicker because there's no insulation, and the cold air is freezing this ice. This actually raises, so the rink is domed, and you can really feel it in this corner. As you round this corner, you're skating uphill, or you're diving in at a different angle for your skates. It's interesting. It's just pieces to get used to. You get a bit of home rink advantage if you've got to play hockey on it. Oh, well, that's the end of the work pants. Me being out on the ice is absolutely a sort of escapism. It's a bit of therapy as well. The big project that I'll get in my mind, and I'll know that it's time to shovel one of the rinks, and I'll come out here and I'll shovel, and you're just going through the motions. You're outside, your physical activity, and you're just letting your mind go. And then you're like, okay, well, I've worked my way through that problem. You got your exercise, go back to work and get more stuff done at the office. So the temperature's not too bad. I go at pace just because the lines start to freeze, right? But today I'm not too concerned. But when I do start, I'll back and I'll kick the hose all the way back and I won't be able to stop again. So yeah, now I'm gonna just flick on the power and watch the water come up through my hose, and then I'll get down there and start spraying, and I'll back my way this way.
So what have you learned about flooding?
Well, the two different
I guess 3 different ways to flood. One of them is this way, where you're relying on the weight of the water hitting the surface to make the ice, the new freshwater stick. So the Zamboni has a drag behind it. A lot of the handheld resurfacers have that little towel behind it, and that actually pushed some pressure on the ice surface so that the ice bonds, because you can get a tiny layer of ice that crisps off under skates because it didn't bond properly to the underlevel. So the big flood without the nozzle on it, just to get a lot of water on the ice to build up your ice level, or to put some ice over top of fresh lines. And then this spray one is the fastest to just give you a nice clean surface, deal with the imperfections from some hard skating for a few days, and then sometimes I'll use the Zamboni drag, just depending on this rink. Because of the bow in it, you can't put very much water down or it'll start rolling off the sides. It is a lot easier to flood this in daylight, so you can see all the little angles. Doing it under the floodlights works, but there's a lot of imperfections that you can't sort of try and solve. And this end of the rink flooded up with water after the warm weather in December, so this end is really it's rough. It needs a lot of work, and it's harder to spray flood. And even the first winter that we had the river trails out here, I didn't skate very much, or rather the forest trails. But the pandemic year, I decided that I was going to learn to skate as good as a 12-year-old. And I was going to go out and skate every single day. So we did. Minus 29 was the coldest we ever skated that first winter. 118 days in a row. And then last year was 109 days in a row. And well, now after that much skating, I can skate. None of it is professional ice. You learn from experience when you've put enough water on so that it'll self-level. And then if you put too much water on snow, then it'll pockmark, and then you put too much water on a slope and you'll end up with ripples from a downflow. Every one of them is an experience. That is a heck of a flood. My very first time getting a pail of water from the house, carrying it down the hill and pouring it onto a bumpy section. My son and I, we were thinking we were just going to smooth out one little 3-foot by 3-foot section, and the water just ran off of it, left ripples and froze, and we didn't get any smoother ice, and we're like, okay, there's more to this than flooding. So but yeah, it's a good escape. It's a good feeling to get it right, to get the water done well.
In the depth of winter, when the days grow long and the weeks grind on, the ice becomes a sanctuary.
I've always liked winter mornings early. I'm out there and there's northern lights going. It's just really pleasant and peaceful, and it just feels really good.
This is the Outdoor Hockey Club New Year's Day Marathon. Featuring the sights, sounds, and stories around outdoor rinks everywhere.
Your dad to shovel?
Yeah, we might have to shovel the rink.
We love hockey, whether it's not at home just watching with the kids or being outside. But we just like being active with them, and it's something that we can all do together. So we're very fortunate. We're about a 5-minute walk to get to the rink.
There's the rink.
I can do it without. The net is there.
And then when we get here, we sit them in the toboggan to put their skates on, gear them up, and then we just sort of let them loose and let them have some fun.
Boy, now he stinks. We got one more food on.
Whitehorse is a great community. I think every little area in Whitehorse has their own outdoor rink. So you just need skates, helmet, stick, and you're pretty much good. We can spend hours out here.
I'm doing the ice with you.
Okay.
So having stuff like this so close to the house, you don't even have to drive. You can just walk over and free. We shovel off when we have to and just help maintain it. But yeah, it's really great being accessible.
So at the rink right now we have my little guy Bo, and Waylon is over there with my husband Spencer. And then we have Bobby and his son Danny.
There you go, good job. Can you skate over here?
We never want to push a sport on our kids just because we're passionate about it, but they like it. So we goof around for a little bit, but then we'll, teach them a little bit about passing, teach them a little bit about stick handling, but really just being together as a family, hanging out and skating and watching them pick up the skills is really cool.
Ready? Stick down. Nice pass.
I'm done.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, Roberta. Woo! Awful pass, sorry, love. We're at Mount Lauren Community Center. We're called the Goon Girls. Just some girls who like to get together once in a while and play some hockey outside. Because it's freaking fun! Oh! Are you kidding me? Okay. I learned how to skate 2 years ago, and I practice daily to try and make it so I don't fall on my face or hurt my tailbone anymore. I played like road hockey and done that kind of fun stuff. But actual like rink hockey, this is like my first year playing with the team solidly. You want me to do it? All right, and then whose fancy pants is this? That's you? You get to choose your team. Why don't we just do 4-on-3? Yeah. I'm gonna wipe your face on the ice. Is incredible. It is supportive and welcoming and fun. If you see someone or talk to someone and you know that they like hockey, or you know that they like to skate, or even if they're just looking for, a new activity, I just am like, you want to be a part of this sweet Facebook page? Yeah, pass. There's just these incredible women who just want you to be better and to want you to have a good time.
You got it. You had it. Oh, that is product placement.
There's something different about outdoor skating and hockey. It's just, you know, it's Canadian, right? It's because we have, so far we have the weather for it. It's kind of what Canadians are all about. Yeah.
I'll use these ones for here. Just set that one there. Okay, you grab that last one, I'll work on the nets. Okay, help me with getting the hose out, okay?
Okay.
That's pretty solid. Couple spots. What's going on there? Something. Definitely. Couple air bubbles still. Okay. Good job, buddy. Okay, when I get down to the end, I'll give you the signal. Okay, there we go. There's the hot. I gotta get this air out.
There's some holes over here.
Yep, it's pretty good considering it was 13 degrees the other day.
When the hot water is melting into the ice, so I have to keep moving the hose so it doesn't melt in.
Okay, Connor, I'm going to start backing up, back towards the net. We got a couple problem spots here. This is like my fortress of solitude. To be down here on some nights, no phones, no technology, quiet, out in nature, and making good ice. On a nice clear night, when the lights go off, you can, lots of the stars are here, there's no light pollution. And it's rewarding to have to, you know, this year saved the ice a lot, but it's rewarding to beat the odds. It's tough to win against Mother Nature, but she's back in the penalty box for a bit. And it's good to be back on offense, making good ice and not defending. So, I mean, here we are, it's past mid-February. My goal is always to get past March break so that kids that can't go away, can't afford to go away, can come skate and have something to do.
looks really good.
Let's see. Let's see how it is. Wow.
Wow.
Sweet. That looks really, really good.
Yeah.
There's a couple spots still working on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have you test the ice.
Okay.
There's gonna be some bumps. West side's looking good, but let's get you set up.
Okay.
Okay, so go check out the west side.
Okay.
Okay, let's get you these pucks. These have been sitting on the sidelines with the warm weather, so they're ready to go. Okay, you want a puck? Want a puck? Want a puck? Go get them. Have fun. Connor, it's perfect. We got blue skies, but then those clouds will come help and protect the ice from the big ball of fire in the sky.
The good thing about this, there's no pressure on you, there's no stress, and because it's just for fun, you can like change sticks, or you can just open stuff up. You can make new teams, like make friends that you've never seen before. Just call them over to play. But then in real hockey you can't, because you've already made your team.
And also because like you can try new things like that you wouldn't get to do in a game, like
you can do a Michigan, or you can touch it between your legs.
You can play different positions. Yeah. You can try new things. You can try practice your shooting, practice other things that you need to work on, that you need to get better at.
A good story. Whenever I need help with the rink, the one year I need to roll up the liner, and the liner is about, I don't know, 600 pounds. And I said, okay, teenagers, I need help. Come down, we're cleaning up the rink. Well, Rich shows up, and then Doug shows up. So with the combined age of, we got 83, 76, 53, almost 220 years of age, the three of us are rolling up the rink. I'm like, where are all these kids and teenagers? But these guys are always available to come down and help and flood. And Doug, I didn't know this. You told me this story about 4 years ago about you doing a rink in Rexdale. And I said, Dad, like, when are you gonna tell me these stories that you did an outdoor rink hooked up to the fire, with the fire department with the fire hose? I had no idea that you did that rink. So I didn't know that I had that in my blood when I started this, so.
So you come by it honestly?
Yeah, that's right, that's right. That's right.
And the kids of Newmarket are the beneficiaries.
So about 5 years ago, my son got interested in hockey, but as a single parent, it was hard to make it all work out. So I found out about this rink, and that's what gave my son the opportunity to try out hockey in a way that fit with my budget, and he fell in love with the game. It was amazing to see. It's where we come all the time. It's his second home. We're here for hours and hours and hours. The rink is just, for me, it's the best part of hockey. It's everyone coming together regardless of house league or rep or where they play, and just seeing the kids having fun. It's just incredible.
Okay, well, if I throw you a puck, will you shoot it in the net?
My son had never played the game before, so I had borrowed a hockey stick from a friend, and we came with his skates and hoped for the best. So I helped him get on the rink, talked to a couple of older kids to be like, hey, can you show him some tricks? And just watched as he fell in love with the game.
I did a game
with a bunch of people, and they kept passing the puck, and like I was bad at hockey, and they helped me stick handle and shoot and stuff like that. And yeah, that made me want to come back.
Come on. Come on, let's go see Chris. Yeah, want to go see the hockey? Yeah? Okay. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come on. Come on. Let's go see him. Come on. Shared outdoor public spaces are the cornerstone of a strong, great community. And so this is just incredibly powerful. And I'd go a step further. I mean, you know, like a coach in a sport, you're not just teaching them to play hockey. You're teaching them more about life. And what Chris has really done when you think about it here is, you know, the kids, the older kids and adults are supposed to help shovel, maybe, you know, bring some food for the food pantry. I mean, this is really, when you think about it, teaching these kids, somewhat subtly and directly, but teaching them that that's what a community's about. A community is about playing together, playing with whoever shows up, helping out, shoveling, doing your part, thinking about those in your community who need some help. That's really, it's a powerful lesson he's sending to these kids all the time. Week in and week out, they're learning that, right? They're picking up on that.
Outdoor rinks is really where kids should be playing hockey and learning hockey, learning to pass, having fun, getting creative, working on things. I always try and make it as good as possible for that kid that shows up that's never played hockey or is learning, that doesn't want to fall. I think, you know, when kids are learning to skate, if they're falling a lot, it's not a lot of fun. So try and make it nice and glassy, smooth for them. People ask, you know, where's your Zamboni? And that's, I mean, I'm the Zamboni.
This is the Outdoor Hockey Club New Year's Day Marathon. Featuring the sights, sounds, and stories around outdoor rinks everywhere.